Morning, guys. Good morning, or good afternoon, wherever you're from. It is Friday. We've had NFP today. We can look over the charts before we get into the New York Open in about 12 minutes' time. Um, so yeah, just gonna give it a few more minutes, and then we'll get into some analysis. So yeah, starting as always on the economic calendar before any session starts or whenever you start to trade, wherever if it's a London session you choose to trade, always want to look at the economic calendar on Forex, factory, high impact news today we had NFP and some other red news folder like unemployment rate. So there is no more news, red folder news for today. We do have some orange folder news at 10 a.m., which is just consumer sentiment and inflation expectations. Nothing to worry there. Um, so yeah, good morning, Jandro. Sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. Cool. I think we'll get into some analysis. Any questions you guys have, feel free to put a message in the chat. I hope you can all hear me okay. But yeah, starting on the daily. Hello, Margin Call. Great name. So starting on the daily, we have Monday session traded from this open here, this candle, sorry, this candle, and then we had this high as I stated in pretty much our first stream. That would be my ERL, my target for this week. We have hit this week, and we're just trading at all-time highs really. Thursday we had a sweep of Wednesday's high, closed back into the range, created this bullish for value gap. We've now traded into it, taking previous day low, and it looks like we're potentially going higher. As I say, the trend is always your friend till the end of the trend. So what you can do is we can drop down to the 1 hour, and we'll go into a bit of how yesterday played out. So this high that I spoke about on the 1 hour, it gets swept. We then had a change in the state of delivery here. So this becomes our, in essence, an order block, and we trade lower to these lows here. Once we take this low, we fail to close below this low. This is also classed as an order block to me as well, this opposing down close candle. So for me, this being an order block, it would make sense for this support price to kind of push back up. But yeah, we failed to close below here. If we had closure like below this candle's low, I think we would have pushed lower, but we're not getting that. So with today's price action, this is pretty much NFP, our data high and data low. Now, for me, I wouldn't want to engage in the market until one of these points are taken personally. It's swept both sides of liquidity pretty much. We do have SMT. Clear the chart up a little bit. We do have SMT at the lows here. If I can get it. So it was originally, this was the SMT, because this low here was formed lower, and we then put in a lower high here while NQ put in a lower low. However, though, this still is, with the NFP news we had, because we didn't break this low, this still counts as valid SMT. This was just a volatility injection in my opinion. So we have this SMT here, and I can draw it as well on NQES. So I am pretty much looking for higher prices. So with this being said, yeah, I think we're just going to pretty much see what happens in New York session. I would ideally like to see higher prices, but I'm not going to take into, I'm not going to just completely forget about this order block we have here. So see how we treat 50%. If we can take this high, in the next 37 minutes potentially and close above it, I'll seek for higher prices. If we just wick this high and if we take a look at NFP, not NFP, NFP data on ES, so this high here, does one of these assets take the high before going lower, leaving an SMT at the highs. So yeah, a lot's on the cards. We have a change of state delivery on ES, but again, we don't have it. I ideally would have wanted a sweep of this high. I mean, would you class that as a change of state delivery? Low, high, lower, low. Yeah, you could class that as a change of state delivery. Yeah, it's a tough spot we're in. So yeah, I'm gonna just pretty much read the market for what it tells me. I don't think, every other day is pretty much the same. You need to just come to the market objectively and not just come and predict stuff. You need to read it for what it's telling you. It's telling you a story, and that is the most important thing. Yeah, any questions, guys? Again, please go ahead. Feel free to put them in the chat. I probably will go over actually while we wait a setup that I actually saw play out yesterday. We had this bearish breaker on the 5-minute. There was a setup here on like a lower time frame, but for me, the cleanest setup for a 5-minute time frame is here. And then pretty much, if you have been watching my videos and you know about the order blocks that I like to use, this creates an order block. Don't sweep the high here, it's protected in a way. There's no FEG or sweep here. This, however, is a sweep of this high. So your lowest down closed candle, that's another order block, and so forth. You get it here as well. Is there an FEG or anything here? No, there isn't. So I wouldn't really class that as an entry. So yeah, that's price action from yesterday. I think PM session was kind of the go-to play, I think, after this chop. So if you haven't seen my Discord analysis of pretty much what to expect, I can probably put it in the screen here. Okay, can't paste the image, but pretty much if 10 a.m. if 10 a.m. is choppy, so 10 a.m. is from here to 11. So if this whole range is just chop, expect 11 a.m. going into lunch to reset the range here. So reset the range. We had I think it was we had a sweep of London, then we had this bullish breaker block here. FEG aligned, entry here, and 2R here. Like that. Now, obviously, if your stop loss was like this, then you wouldn't have hit 2R. So you have to decide if you come within 1 point of your TP, are you going to let price go back to your stop loss, or are you at least going to let it go back to break even? So that's completely up to the trader. But anyway, enough yapping. We can check the 5-minute here with what's going on. Not much really on my screen that I see. I kind of want to see one of these data wicks get taken first. So yeah, just gonna patiently wait for New York Open. Four-hour looks pretty bullish. Also SMT on the 4-hour. If this 4-hour can close above here, guys, that would be wicked. I don't think we will take. I ideally don't want to see. If I'm looking for higher prices, obviously you don't want to see price pretty much going lower. So, yeah, I think wait till 10 a.m. Waiting till 10 a.m. would be very ideal. I want to see if this 4 hour can close above this body. That will create an order block um, for me personally, because ES is just SMT. So um, yeah, that's just how I view price. So I want to see closure here if I'm going to be looking for potentially all-time highs again today. Yeah, that's the weekly. There's not really much to look there. So we've got about a minute and a half. The New York Open. So yeah, we'll see in about 45 seconds what the volatility is like for New York Open, and if we just chop. I'm very cautious on NFP week, pretty much after this news release, if we're just going to chop for New York. So we'll pretty much just have to be patient and just watch how, I guess, the first half an hour plays out. So yeah, guys, for New York Open, just want to say a disclaimer. This isn't a trading, a signal service. So please understand that I'm not offering any signals here. This is purely just for kind of educational purposes and just on my part accountability as well of setups that I take. I won't necessarily be pointing out setups that I will be taking. Yeah. Cool, so we're into New York Open now. Let's just drop on the lower time frames. But yeah, as I say, I want to see a sweep of this high. Yeah, we just need to see what happens really. Ideally, I want to see that all-time high today, but we'll see what NQ provides. Again, remember, I really want to see like that 4 hour close above here, personally, above 511. But we've still got half an hour, so we can pretty much just chill for a little bit. Check what 15's doing. 15 looks absolutely horrendous. Part of me feels like the first 15 minutes we are literally just going to stay in like this sort of range. I can already see it happening. I would not be surprised if NQ does that at all. I just wouldn't be surprised. I've seen it before. But yeah, this would be my draw for today. After this, I mean, I don't really. Good morning. Okay, so ES is now taking that high, pretty much. Not really, not yet. Equal. Now it's taken it. Okay, so there's now SMT at this high. Let's see if it holds. You can see the SMT's there. So high, low, low, high. I don't think it will hold. I think NQ will just bash right through this, but I don't know. So we'll wait and see. Remember, this is kind of just high, low, range bound kind of behavior right now. 15-minute looks awful. See what DT's model's framing. Longs from here, fair enough. Look at that. So it's like I could frame something like this. But yeah, that's not something I would want to take, to be honest. Just, yeah, I'd rather just be a bit patient. Alright, so now we don't have SMT, we're taking this high of on NQ. But we have SMT at the lows, that's the important thing. But I'm just, yeah, look at the 15. The 15 looks awful. I'm just too, yeah, like I just want to be a bit cautious, and I just don't want to take this. I'm gonna remove new open from the actual, so it's a bit cleaner. Okay. So it would look something like this. Just stop to go at the low and out of his curiosity. Might take this on an eval. I don't think this is something I would take on a funded account personally. We can see how it plays out. Doesn't have to give an entry. Good morning, Eggy. I don't think it gives an entry, I think it just goes. Two RR is like there. But yeah, that means just too clean to go for a draw, to be honest. ES is about to hit that all-time high, I think sooner than NQ. I think ES is the one, to be honest. Put an alert here. It's like ideally you'd want to see like that. Boom. See? See what levels we have over here. Looks like we're just getting pushed higher and higher. We've also got SMT at these lows actually, with ES. So it's SMT here. So yeah, if the SMT is meant to hold, then this is where your invalidation would be. Well, actually, the invalidation would be if ES takes that low. So I think the stronger pair here is clearly ES. But I just don't like executing on ES, to be honest. Thank you. I'm gonna leave this off the screen just so people don't just think I'm just gonna just take that as a signal. Don't. Then we just push up higher. Don't even come back down before giving an entry, to be honest. There's not even another. Yeah, I just don't really see much. 13 minutes into the open. It's going to be one of them days where it just runs without an entry. Happens. Here we go, 20 points. Like after we hit the high here, I don't really know. That's just it really, I guess. There's not really, wouldn't really think what else to do for the rest of the day. That is just the harsh reality. So close to it. Here we go. Get ready for some fireworks. Which one's going to take it first, NQ or ES? It's like ES now. Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah, there you go, NQ took it. NQ has taken it. So that's the drawn liquidity hit. And we're at a new all-time high. Interesting. Lovely stuff. Not much to do now, is there? Interesting. I mean, what now, really? Do you know what I mean? All-time highs again. No entry. It's unfortunate. And it is what it is. I mean, oh well. Yeah, I just don't. There's nothing to do now, in a way. Do you know what I mean? Like, you are trading at all-time highs. There's just really nothing else to do. So 1 minute then. I'd probably call it a day here, to be honest. I mean, you need price to develop now, and you can't just long all-time high. Like, can't you? I think that's the day wrapped, really, isn't it? There ain't much. Yeah, crazy move. Just no entry on this one, unfortunately. Yes, again, no, there's no entry. Maybe that was probably like, obviously there'll probably be something on the 1 minute at New York Open. You have a 1 minute, 15-minute higher time frame, break a block. Even that doesn't even give you an entry. FEG formed here, entry there, it didn't even give you anything here. Yeah, it's just nothing, it just went straight up, I can't lie. But it is only going into 10, so is 10 AM going to be reversal time? Because who knows? Who knows? So it's like after this high gets taken, like I was bullish clearly since the stream started. My bullish bias is now complete. Like I'm back now to a neutral bias. I don't have a bearish bias and I don't have a bullish bias. Obviously, price is bullish, but just because we're here, it doesn't mean oh I think we can go here. We've got 10 AM coming up, and 10 AM is known to potentially reverse, so anything could happen. We could by 11 AM we could be down here. You don't know. So I'll sit on the chart. I think I'm going to call it a day for New York when we get to near 11ish. But I'll read price, see what it's telling me. But yeah, I'll stick around for a little bit. We're not even half an hour into the open yet, so yeah. And going back to that 4 hour, I think it's very clear we're getting this order block close here. So yeah, and this is very bullish if we can close above here. Close above this high, very bullish. And I think while we're here, because I'll be honest, there's going to be nothing on the lower time frames for me to even bother looking at. Just the whole like past, I would say ever since this kind of, I say the breakout, let's say here, especially on the 4 hour, and I'll show the 1 hour time frame. Let me just remove all my indicators to make it all clean. You have to understand is like none of this, like if we're getting bearish price action, you need a closure. In this case here, you would want one there. You'd want one here. To be honest, that's actually an order block on the 4 hour. Could have ridden that all this way if you're a swing trader. Yeah, I don't know where you would have ridden that to because we were basically at all-time highs. But anyway, we had this yesterday, so we had a sweep here, but we didn't really have a low. So this just created a low, like with a high. This is just consolidation. So then you could class this as potential manipulation, if you really think about it, I guess. And then now we've just got this huge boner candle. In essence, and then you go to the 1 hour since that breakout. It's like, okay, you get a. Well, that's a sweep. Well, it wasn't actually a sweep because look at the price through it, so it's not really a sweep, but. Yeah, expansion, accumulation, or consolidation, just distributing higher. Consolidation, distributing higher. This is all just consolidation, really. I do believe that this is the only thing that really showed on market structure that we actually had a shift here. Okay, we had a shift here. Standard deviation projections. Is there anything to project if you use the wicks? Nope, nothing actually valuable. If you use the bodies, nothing valuable, nothing that aligns. So I could just class this as this entire move, given in hindsight the current move now, this is just manipulation. We form SMT here, all-time highs, boom. That's why, like, you gotta understand, this is a bullish asset, guys. Yeah. Look at the monthly time frame. This asset is bullish. Okay, COVID. I think this was COVID. We had this huge, like, okay, it's like the same thing. It's up, down, up. If you were to draw this entire 50%, come around 50% of the range. Obviously, it doesn't have to come to like 50%. Like, just use it as like guidance in a way of the range. And now look, if you use the monthly time frame, closure here, order block. I don't actually know if I'll class that as an order block because high, it's not clean. It's not, yeah. I'll leave it on the screen though. There's no FEG here. That would be an order block. Fails, creates a, I don't know if you, that would be my change in the state delivery. Respects it. Don't have any FEGs here. You then have this sweep here. Once you get this sweep, change the state delivery, FEG here, order block. This is the monthly time frame, guys. Volume imbalance, order block here, closure above. Would you class that as an order block? Maybe. So this whole move, okay, I'm not even gonna bother measuring that. That's a waste of time. But yeah, I just thought I'd show that. Right, what we got? Still at all-time highs. It's just I don't want to trade this. This is not something I want to trade. Like if you were to trade this based on what I've just shown you, FEG, order block. There's nothing really here as to define a swing point. And your model will look like this. I don't take that, please. If you're thinking about taking something like that, do not take that. But like I'm just saying, like, we can watch it. But you're at all-time highs, so it's stupid to take that. Why would you long here? I get it, the trend's your friend, but there's no. This is just a whole swing low. You don't want to be now longing at all-time highs when this could be a potential swing high for a retracement if it's to go higher. You can't find. Yeah, it's a private indicator. Sorry. It's private. Sorry, mate. It's not my indicator. The guy who makes it gave me access to it. It's a really good indicator. Yeah, guys, I'm not gonna lie. This will probably be just a tape reading session. It's a Friday NFP week. We've had this entire expansion, and we're even getting expansion on a Friday. Where's our opening candle? We've had a 616 point week. When you go to the weekly, it kind of just makes sense. You know, we opened up here. No, yeah, we did. We opened up here. It made sense to go to that high. Drop down to the daily. We were here. We wanted that high. We took this high on Wednesday. Once we took the high, we had that pretty much retracement. Or not retracement, just down close. Like took this high, closed here, tapped it. Like ERL. Have I even got my thingy to this? Show this? No, I don't. So ERL. Go use replay. So this is how I literally came in on Monday and this is how I saw it. Monday. This Monday opens here. We go to ERL. After ERL, what do you expect? You look for external range back to internal. We don't have any internal range liquidity formed, or we do, but it's down here. Yes, we actually have a volume imbalance I would actually go off from. So this volume imbalance, you could say, okay, Thursday I could potentially look for a retracement back down here, but like, is that realistic? Probably not. So Thursday, it makes sense for Thursday to create a small range, to then put in an internal range of liquidity, so IRL, and it would make sense for price to open, put in a low where this internal is to seek higher prices. There you go. Combine that with SMT that I showed at the start of the stream at this low. If I put on the indicator, Flux's indicator, we open here, we put in a low. Where is it? We put in a low, which is our previous day low, which is here. Yeah. We take that low, actually opening price. That's a lie. Am I going insane? It gets taken, doesn't it? It does. Here. Oh yeah, because that. Okay, so previous day low gets taken. Ignore it. Pretty much at the open, it gets taken. Puts in the low, like that wick that you see here. Look. This is all manipulation, clearly. Anything under his manipulation, because of the daily open wick. Into an internal level, just taps it. And now look, it's gone to the other side of the range. Or candle. So yeah, what's 3 minute doing? Consolidating a little bit. Not surprised. What did that 1 minute do in the end? Oh, like, are you surprised? Anyone surprised? Anyone surprised? Your entry would have been there, there, in target 2R. Like, are you surprised? I literally called this, showed this. I did not think I would take, as I said, but it just goes to show when you're at this sort of level, at all-time high, you can't use these higher time frames. You have to use this lower time. You haven't really got a choice unless you want to be patient and wait, which is I highly recommend. But you see, you have a order block here created because you have a fair value gap. We tap into this fair value gap. We get closure above it with displacement, entry after the closure. Stop at the low because that would be your invalidation. And target, I mean, target whatever you want, but to our, I always like to show. Just gotta go run for my door. Someone's at my door, so I'll be right back, guys. Just had a delivery. The DHL driver says, he gives me the package, and then he says, "See you later." That makes no sense. Yeah, so just kind of sitting at all-time highs. I guess we'll just watch the 1 minute. Give us a bit of information. Yeah, just not much going on. Really just sitting at these all-time highs. There's nothing really to do here. Yeah, this might be a very short stream. I'm gonna give it probably another like half an hour because 15 minutes, like, because this is just, yeah, there's probably nothing gonna be here for me to trade. Anything like a PM morning trade would be more ideal. See if we get breaker block. So we're going into 10 a.m. now. Is 10 a.m. now going to reverse, or is it just going to be putting in its quick manipulation low? Did take the previous the hourly high. What you would want to see here, you'd want to see an FEG aligned with this breaker block. An entry would look like this. Stop would go there. You could put your stop there, and you would just target, 2R here, like that. But I don't think we're going to get an FEG here. I don't think it's going to get closure below it, to be honest. But yeah, that is just risky business because we are so bullish. Shorting bullish price action is probably the same as sort of catching a knife. NQ is tapped to 5 minute, whereas ES, other way around, ES is tapped to 5 minute, and NQ hasn't. There is actually SMT as well, local SMT here, so it would make sense to go higher. But yeah, that position that we put here, I don't know, like that's quite, so 12 points for 2R. What even is that risk? It's quite tight. I'm in. I'm in for it. It's tight. I don't want to see price come back down here. If we come back down here, then the whole SMT just doesn't work. You'll also notice, guys, we have liquidity pools here. The indicator shows you liquidity pools, quite cool. So I would move break even after this high gets taken. Little scalp. I'm just watching ES though as well, if it takes that high first. So if I show you, you have nice SMT here with ES. weird SMT, I can't lie, but it's there. SMT. And SMT there. This will probably be my only trade, I would say, today, if this goes. If I get taken out here, I will pretty much call it for the day. Yeah. If the SMT can hold, that'd be amazing. A little scalp to the high, and then if we are to reverse, I would like to maybe we go here, here, high, and then lower, to go potentially down lower. That would be ideal, an ideal scenario, but we shall see. Yeah. So I just want to put an alert on ES. If ES takes the high, I'll probably just end up closing it. But as soon as we do take this high, I do want to move to break even. That is for sure. Tidy this up a little bit. Nice little scalp, respecting this order block as well. Going to be moving to break even in a minute here. Give us one big more push. Come on, NQ. There we go. Break even. Can you imagine? There we go. Oh my god, am I not getting tagged? Hello? Okay. That's wild. There we go. Secured a nice $380. I'm done for the day. That's on my sim funded account. One and done, really. I hope that kind of made sense. This was a bit different. This is more like intuition, guys. I think as well, it just shows how strong SMT can be, and as well, why fight a trend that is bullish. I think if you haven't learned this entire week, that shorts just haven't been the one, apart from, I would actually say, yesterday when we had that 1 hour CSD. Yeah, if you haven't really learned that, you just, I hope if anyone can learn anything, identify when we're in a trend and just don't fight it. Don't fight it. That's my #1 advice, I would pretty much say. And as well, like, if you did take that original here, I mean, just look at the reward that you're getting from it. Like a 3R you wanted to target and move maybe to like break even after 2R. If you move to break even after 2R, yeah, look, you're out. You're out at break even already. And then I want to show, I haven't seen, I just want to see what did 50% look like on the order block. There you go, 50% there. Tap here, SMT as well. I'm giving out a lot of sauce. A lot of sauce. yeah, I think I'm gonna call it here, guys. I'm gonna get off the charts. There's nothing really much for me to do anymore. I'm done. Um, you now have S&T at the highs. I would potentially check the 5 minute. If I'm you guys, see if you get a change in state delivery here. If we get a change in state delivery like here, then you can potentially look for lower price. I just wouldn't. I want to get on with my weekend now. I would mark out if this is going to be the high. Mark out 50% of the range that we're currently in. See if what price does. If we do go lower, and this is now the swing high, see what happens around this 50% level. If we disrespect it, push lower, retrace, something like that. Or if we retrace to go higher, just keep an eye out. But yeah, this is a really short stream. I'm pretty much going to get ready for the weekend. I'm done for this week. Very green on the week. And I'm going to leave it like that. I'm not going to give any profits back to the market. So yeah, hope you guys found this short stream valuable in any way. If you did, check out the Discord in the description and leave a like on the video. I really do appreciate it. And any questions, at me on the Discord. Take care, guys. Bye bye.